Question. Do you walk into a room and immediately feel like you've absorbed everyone's emotional baggage? Do you tear up at dog food commercials and feel physically drained after hanging out with certain people? Well, congratulations. You might be an empath. And before you start thinking, great, another label for why I'm weird, well, stick around because today we're diving into what being an empath actually means, how to tell if you're one, and most importantly, how to protect your energy without becoming a hermit who only talks to houseplants. Trust me, your future self will thank you for these game-changing tips. Hey there, and welcome back to Hope Regained, the podcast where we turn the messiest moments into opportunity for growth, healing, and yes, regaining hope. I'm your host, Christiane Boudreau, and I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Now, I have to be honest, when I first heard the term empath, I thought it was just a fancy way of saying really good at reading people. Boy, was I wrong. It's so much more complex and honestly, so much more exhausting than I ever realized. And here's what I want you to know before we dive in. By the end of this episode, you're going to have one specific technique that changed my entire life as an empath. It's something I do every single morning now. It takes less than 60 seconds, and it's the difference between me feeling drained by noon versus actually making it through the day with energy to spare. I'm going to share exactly how to do it at the end. So make sure you stick around because this one tool alone is worth the entire episode. Plus, I've got a challenge for you that's going to help you test whether you're really absorbing other people's energy or if it's something else going on. But first, let's make sure that you actually are an empath. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is an empath? An empath is someone who has the ability to feel and absorb other people's emotions as if they were their own. Now, I'm not talking about just being compassionate or sympathetic. We're talking about literally feeling someone else's anxiety, their sadness, or anger in your own body. It's like having emotional Wi-Fi that you can't turn off. Think of it this way. If emotions were weather, most people would look outside and say, oh, it's raining. An empath would actually feel wet. There are actually different types of empaths, and we need to understand this to understand ourselves better. There's the emotional empaths that feel other people's feelings. Physical empaths can sense and sometimes take on physical symptoms. Then there's the intuitive empaths who can pick up on thoughts and intentions. And then lastly, the environmental empaths that are sensitive to their surroundings and energy of places. Here's the kicker. Being an empath isn't a superpower you can just turn on and off. It's more like having really sensitive emotional skin. Everything just gets in. Okay, so how do you know if you're an empath? Let me share some telltale signs, and I want you to mentally keep score. Number 1, you're a human mood ring. Do you walk into a room happy and leave feeling inexplicably anxious or sad? That's not you being dramatic. That's you picking up on everyone else's energy. I used to think I was just really moody until I realized I was basically an emotional sponge. Number 2, crowds are your kryptonite. Shopping malls, concerts, busy restaurants, they leave you feel like you've run a marathon while carrying emotional baggage. Too many people equals too many feelings to process. My worst crowds were the passengers on public transit. Those always hit me the hardest. And trust me, Monday mornings going to work, that was something I really had to deal with. Number 3, you're everyone's unpaid therapist. And this one I know well. People naturally gravitate toward you with their problems. Your barista tells you about their relationship issues, or strangers even share their stories in elevators. And your friends always come to you when they're struggling. Number 4 is you have an uncanny ability to just know things. You can sense when someone's lying, when they're upset, even if they're smiling, or when something bad is about to happen. You get this sense. Call it intuition, call it being observant, but you just know. Number 5, violent or emotional media is too much. And I know I've talked about protecting ourselves from all the negativity out there on social media, but this could be one way that is really impacting you. Horror movies? Nope. Sad commercials? You're in tears. The news? Overwhelming. Your emotional system is just too finely tuned for intense content. You need to limit what you take in. Number 6 is you need alone time like others need air. Solitude isn't just nice for you. It's necessary. It's like plugging your phone in to charge, except you're recharging your emotional battery. Number 7 is you're drawn to healing and helping. It's just instinctual for you, whether it's your career or just how you naturally interact with people. You find yourself in roles where you're supporting, healing, or helping others. If you're nodding along to most of these, welcome to the Empath Club. We meet for virtual coffee because actual gatherings are too overwhelming. Just kidding. Mostly. So there are some challenges of being an empath. And I think we need to look at them honestly. And we need to look within ourselves honestly if this fits or aligns with you. So let's talk about the not so fun parts about it. Because let's be real. It's not all intuitive wisdom and deep connections. There's the emotional overwhelm. And again, for me, news is a big one. I try to keep up to date. I try to check in every now and then just to know what's going on in the world. But too much of it just, it's a lot to take. It just causes chaos. Imagine trying to have a conversation with 10 different radios that are playing all at once. That's what it can feel like to be around multiple people when you're an empath. And you're not just dealing with your own emotions. You're processing everyone else's too. Then we can have some boundary issues. When you can feel someone else's pain as your own, saying no becomes incredibly difficult. You end up giving until you're completely depleted because their needs feel like your emergency. Then for some others, there's the physical symptoms that come along with it. And this is the part that surprised me the most. Empaths often experience physical symptoms that aren't their own. Headaches, stomach issues, fatigue. Sometimes these are your body's way of processing other people's energy. The guilt. Oh, the guilt. You feel guilty for needing space, guilty for not helping everyone, guilty for feeling overwhelmed by someone else's problems. It's like being guilty for having blue eyes. It's just how you're wired. And then there are the relationship challenges that come with it. Dating as an empath can be interesting at best. You pick up on every subtle shift in mood, every unspoken tension. You might know your partner is upset before they do, which can be both a blessing and a curse. But here's what I want you to remember. These challenges don't mean being an empath is a curse. They just mean you need different tools than other people. That's where it brings us next, about protecting your energy. This is the good stuff. I have 8 practical tools that will change your life. Think of these as your emotional armor. And then we have the one special one at the end that I use every day. The first one I want you to think about is the bubble technique. So before going into any social situation, visualize yourself surrounded by a protective bubble. Some people imagine it as a white light, and others imagine it as a mirror that reflects the energy back. I personally imagine mine as a sparkling bright cloak because why not? I like the sparkle now and then. The key is believing it's there. Number 2, grounding exercises. So when you feel overwhelmed by absorbed emotions, try grounding. Take off your shoes and stand on the grass. I love being in my bare feet for that reason. Hold a piece of hematite or black tourmaline, or simply place your hands on a tree. It sounds woo-woo, but it works. I used to wear a hematite ring until I started getting everything under control on a regular basis. Again, it sounds woo-woo, but it can really work. Number 3 is the emotional check-in. So throughout the day, just ask yourself, is this feeling like it's mine? If you suddenly feel anxious or sad without a clear reason, it might not be yours. Simply acknowledging this can help you release it. Number 4, really important here, create sacred spaces. Have a place in your home that's just for you, your energy haven. Fill it with things that make you feel calm and centered. This is your recharge station. Number 5, learn to say no with love. No is a complete sentence, but as empaths, we feel like we need to explain everything. Try instead, I care about you, and I'm not in a place where I can fully support you right now. It's honest and it's caring, and I've used it a lot. Number 6, there's the salt bath solution. So Epsom salts aren't just relaxing. Salt is believed to cleanse absorbed energy. Add some lavender essential oil, light a candle, and let the day's emotional residue wash away. I used to lock myself in there with a glass of wine as well and some relaxing music. Whatever it takes, it really can make a difference. Number 7, limit energy vampires, or another term I call psycho vampires. You know, these people that leave you feeling drained every single time. It's okay to limit your exposure to them. You're not being mean. You're being responsible with your energy. It's sacred. It's yours. Just remember that. And number 8 is practice emotional hygiene. Just like you brush your teeth every day, practice daily emotional hygiene. We've talked about meditation and journaling, and this is really important. You can look back on our episodes in those topics just to learn some more about them. But even if it's just a few minutes of deep breathing, it can help clear your emotional state. You can start off by trying one or two of these methods to see what works for you. I used to use them all in the beginning, but over time, I became much more in control over it all from using these tools regularly and making them just a regular part of me. It didn't make it better overnight. I had to stick with it, and I had to make a commitment to myself. And you can too. You're absolutely worth it. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Being an empath is actually a beautiful gift, even when it doesn't feel like it. You have the ability to truly understand people in a way that creates healing and connection. You can sense what people need before they even know they need it. And you bring comfort to those who are hurting and hope to those who feel lost. The world really needs empaths. It needs your sensitivity, your intuition, and your ability to feel deeply and love fully. We just need you to take care of yourself while you're taking care of everyone else. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't be a light for others if you've burned yourself out. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Being an empath is real, and your experiences are valid. You're not broken or too sensitive. You're just wired differently. And you have every right to protect your energy. Your sensitivity is a gift, not a burden. Now, I promised you that one technique that changed everything for me. So here it is. Just remember it as the morning energy seal. Every single morning, before I even pick up my phone or talk to anyone, I take 60 seconds, 1 minute, to do this. I close my eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and visualize a golden light surrounding my entire body like a protective shell. Then I say out loud in my mind, I am protected. I choose what energy I allow in today. I'm grounded, centered, and safe. That's it. As easy as that. Sometimes I say it out loud. Sometimes I need to say it louder. But it works. It helps start your day. It helps make you feel or give you a sense of protection to be able to block all of that out. Remember, everybody's energy is theirs and you don't own it. I know it sounds simple, maybe even too simple, but I'm telling you, this practice has been the difference between me walking into my day as a victim of everyone else's emotions versus walking in as someone who consciously chooses what to absorb. Try tomorrow morning. See what happens. And here's your challenge for the week. Try one new energy protection technique from today's episode. Maybe it's the morning energy seal. Maybe it's setting a boundary you've been avoiding. Or maybe it's finally creating that sacred space in your home. Whatever feels right for you. I've created a special worksheet to help you identify your empath type and develop your personal energy protection plan. You can grab it for free at www.hoperegain.com. It's my gift to you as you continue this journey of understanding yourself. Hey, I'm still working on mine. If this episode resonated with you, please like and subscribe And remember to hit that little bell so you don't miss a thing. Please share it with anyone else you think that this could help. I want us to build a really great supportive community together. And I'm still working on that big project of a place we can all come together and share our ideas and support each other and lift each other up. Thank you for being here, for being you, and making the world a more compassionate place simply by existing. Until next time, keep shining your light, but don't forget to take care of the beautiful soul behind it. You're worth it. I'll see you next week.